going on, everybody? Welcome back to yet another episode of our weekly podcast. We are batting practice. Wow, it feels like it's been a while.
For you.
I kind of blanked for a second there, but I caught myself up in time to get the correct words out of the intro. But yeah, we're back as a three pod. We hope you enjoyed the duo cast of last week with the boys doing a little drafting scouting episode. That was fun. But yeah, we got a good one for you tonight. We are jumping into some other variations of what you guys did last week. But before we get into all of that, we have a debate that all the listeners need to settle. And you're gonna hear two sides of the story,
Okay.
and then you
Yeah.
guys can pick.
Jacob's going to be our arbiter. Jacob's our arbiter and our
Okay.
audience, too.
Yes.
Jacob's the arbiter.
That's me.
Okay. So let me just, no context. So pretend this is yourself. I said at 1:47 p.m., what are you up to this afternoon to Josh? His response, Haley and I are going to an engagement party. Okay. So at that point, if you're myself, would you assume he's available or not available?
He's not available.
Okay. Josh, can you add some context to this? What
Okay.
did something I say confuse you?
I knew Andrew was home, and I knew Andrew was in the relative area of my home for a wedding. So in that context, I was like, I couldn't really come up with a reason as to why he would be asking me because I thought he was at the wedding. So I figured it was like almost 2 o'clock. We were leaving for the engagement party at like 4 or 4:30. So I figured, what could he possibly mean in the next like 2 hours of what to do? Because most of the time we either go to like a brewer game or golfing, which is outside the realm of 2 hours. But I also knew you had the wedding. So I was confused as to why you were asking. Now, if you would have said, we have time before the wedding reception, we're in the area of your residence. Do you want to get a drink, or can we say hi, or something in that realm? It would have been like, yeah, we have a couple hours.
So that's why when I asked Jacob initially, what are you
Then
doing this afternoon? And Josh replied about evening plans.
It already
That could be
was the
confusing.
afternoon, though.
That
That's why I
this
was
afternoon,
confused.
that doesn't matter. It's this afternoon.
But if someone texts you at 2 o'clock, what are you doing this afternoon? That means that those plans have to happen within the next 2 hours.
Yeah, and you knew, and you admitted, you knew I was in your
so
town.
I will give you that and say, sure, Andrew could have texted you earlier, but
Absolutely.
A, you could have also texted him. B, you also knew he was in town, and C, you had a few hours anyways. Like, it's a long shot to begin with. Oh, maybe we could you want to go grab a drink with Andrew real quick before our thing? I don't know. I feel like you had more time than you thought, but I mean, we've all been there where you have more time than you think, and you don't want to change in motion what's already in motion. So even 2-3 hours can feel more like one, and your time gets a little more squeezed than you think. So we've all been there before.
I think I still had to take a shower. So like there's different elements to the time frame as well.
Yes. No, in Josh's defense, I intentionally was super vague. I was like, I'm going to leave this super vague. And for the readers, I wrote, what letter R, letter U up to this afternoon? So I was trying to be super casual about it. Unfortunately, maybe too casual to the T. But yeah, that's on me too for not but yes, the thing I didn't know is that there was going to be 5 hours between the wedding ceremony and the reception.
See, that's
so
abnormal.
I found myself. Exactly, that's what I was thinking. So I was like, well, so we showed up to the reception having been, we started the evening early. But yeah, usually I feel like most weddings are 3 p.m. reception, 5 p.m. cocktail hour or ceremonies at 3, receptions at 5, 6. So maybe 3 hours max between. This one was like 4 or 5. But yeah, of course, But yeah,
I think
so we can agree. Afternoon is 12 to 5. Jacob said that before. That's my definition of the afternoon. I think evening is after 5 to when you go to sleep.
I think we both responded expecting the other person to elaborate more, and then neither of us ever elaborated more, and then it just kind of got left at that. Going back and actually reading the text, because I asked you where you were.
He went for the receipts.
I asked
Yeah.
you where you were, and you were like, "Oh, we're near the city you live in." I'm not going to dox myself, not that it really matters. But
He lives in Wales.
then you were like, "Oh, it's in Wales," and I was like, "Oh, nice." And then I was expecting to be like, "Hey, do you want to like get a drink?" And then I think you were expecting me to be like, "Hey, do you want to get a drink?" But neither of us ever said it.
Because you told me that you weren't free.
Ah,
I think
If you're
I
like,
think
hey, I'm free now, but we have a thing later. Okay, then I would have said something.
I
This
think
is good. This is why
I think
we
we're
stick to
both I think
podcasting
we're
and not
both
making
at
plans.
fault, but I'm more at fault than you are. How about that?
Agree.
Okay. That seems like a good settlement.
I'll take a Sorare card of my choosing.
Oh,
That's the only way you can make it up to me.
You can have Christian Yelich.
Oh, we gave him away.
Ah.
We gave him away.
Gave him away.
Gave him
R.I.P.
away, and then he gave his back away.
He did. Baby
Mm,
got back. Not really.
don't.
Oh,
Baby
man.
don't got back.
Baby
No, we
don't got
don't.
back.
No, we don't. He don't got back. He's not coming back.
So what are we talking
Well.
about today? Yeah.
Well, do we want to do A or
Yeah.
B first?
Oh, we're doing A first because
C,
B's
D.
are like yeah. Come on.
Okay,
All
while
right.
we're on the subject of multiple choice things, I want to go for a quick rant on multiple choice tests. I think the worst format is a 5-choicer A through E, and the worst question format is when the option for A is statements 1 and 2 are true, statements 1 and 3. That is the worst kind of question. Those questions can go those can go to hell, honestly. But yeah, we're not taking a test. This is batting practice. Why am I? This is not therapy. I'm not supposed to be talking about this stuff. We should go to the fun stuff.
Rough
We
start
could
to the episode.
Just therapeutic podcast episode.
That's
Get some stuff off our chest.
That's episode
Ooh.
200.
Oh.
Guys, I had my best game week this past game week.
Really?
Okay,
I think
talk
I had
about
one of
it.
my worst. Yeah, let's hear it.
Flex on
I had
us.
my first top 10 finish of the season.
Okay.
At one
Nice.
point, I had the potential to win, but Mr. Kimbrell blew a save against the Boston Red Sox, let the Orioles down, and I think he almost got me minus. So that was the only blemish on that lineup. I think if I'd had 20 from him, I think I would have easily cracked top 3. At one point, I was leading. But still, I got 6th place, which is, I think, my highest finish in any competition this year. So I'm very happy about that. But yeah, and it's funny, like when you don't, I'm sure Olympians kind of feel this way too. When you don't win, you kind of ask, like, unless you know that you did everything you could have done. But, if you don't have that winning lineup, you always say to yourself, man, if I would have played so-and-so over so-and-so, I could have done even better. So I'm not going to do that. I'm happy with finishing. What I want to ask you guys, and we usually do this in our text group chat, I won Teoscar Hernandez. Is that a W or an L?
What place
And
did
he
you
is a
finish?
tier 1?
He was a tier, I think it might have been star. No, tier 1.
I don't think he's a star.
What?
Yeah, it was a tier 1.
Really?
Looking back.
Wait, and
According
this
to
was
this.
what competition? Sorry, was this?
This was AL Limited. It's so funny that you could win NL guys in there.
It is funny. Teoscar Limited is selling for
If you had to guess, it's about 20.
Okay.
I'll just tell you.
$17. Okay.
For a top 10 finish, I'm not a big fan of that.
I mean, he's on a playoff team, a team that
Right.
should probably go pretty far in the playoffs. So that's a positive, but man, I would have put him at like tier 2, even maybe like really high tier 3. I don't know about tier one, especially sixth place, you said?
Yeah, well, I got sixth place. I'm curious to see what seventh won. But yes, I got fifth place. Let's see. Oh, I was one away from a star. Oh, that hurts so much.
Wow,
Oh,
That
so
hurts.
dang.
that's the top of tier
Oh
one?
man, that was the top. That
Wow.
should have been top of tier one.
So
So
top 10 in champion also wins $75. Not that you were using all the right cards that would have
I was
entered
not.
champion, not
I
that the
was
same
not.
score would have been put up, but just to give it a little bit of a comparison there too.
Wow.
He won Freddie. He won Freddie. So the guy in front of me won Freddie.
Okay.
One more place, and I would have got Freddie. That's pretty steep drop. 40
Yeah.
$40 to 20. That's
I'm assuming you're talking about Freddie Freeman and not Freddie Peralta.
correct. Freddie Freeman.
Not Brewers legend Freddie Peralta.
Not
Man,
yeah.
yeah, okay. I could see, I retract, slightly retract. I could see Teoscar as like a low tier one. Like, I think if it's 15th place is the last
Yes.
tier one slot.
Yes, I think
In
that's a great
15th
card.
place,
For
sure. Yeah, you get your 15, $20 for getting a top 15 finish. That makes sense. But the number one tier one card, that seems like a little bit of a letdown. I don't know.
Let's see.
Yeah,
The
I agree.
the guy in 25th place won Lane Thomas. So that's a pretty big drop off between.
Yeah.
I obviously Teoscar's a bigger dub than Mr. Lane.
But Lane is also on a playoff team now. So
Both very helpful for this coming chase.
wow. Okay.
Speaking
Yeah.
of chases, are you guys going to enter the August chase?
Maybe. As of now, no. I'm not in
Yeah,
it.
we got an hour.
I'm not in it. I've entered all my teams this week. I've submitted all my players, and I'm not in it. And you may ask why. I have a bit of chase fatigue. The July chase was lit. It was fun. I didn't finish too greatly, but the number one thing that I took away from that is that I feel like I was designating players where I shouldn't have been. I was playing my Juan Soto, my newly acquired Juan Soto in that lineup, and I know he would have won me some at least cards in other lineups if I would have played him correctly. But instead, I was going for big, going home, and sure, that applies for July. But now that we don't have July anymore, like the same amount of numbers, you can still say go big or go home, but I'm going to try it differently. I'm going to try and see if my theory was right from last month, if I can play these cards in different lineups and win other things other than the chase. So we'll see. But I'm not in it.
Josh,
Interesting.
you?
Yeah.
Yes, I joined both limited and rare. But
Oh, whale
I know,
over here. Oh.
but it's my like secondary lineups in those divisions. Like I still set my champ lineup ahead of my chase lineup. But I have enough new season cards left over that can fill a lineup. But it's definitely not my A lineups going into that competition. But you never know. You never know.
Switch it up.
Yes.
I entered it, but did not prioritize it among my lineups. I made my champion lineup first.
Yep,
If I would have
that's what
done
I did
this
too.
the first week of the July chase, I would have won $75. And last time in the July chase, I won a box that had nothing in it.
Yeah.
The worst thing about the market credits, guys, and I don't know if this is my computer, but when I win
No, it's
market credit,
not.
you don't even
It's not.
see it. You
Yep.
don't even see it.
Oh yeah, you don't.
It's
see
like
the
you win
animation.
nothing.
It's not just you.
It's
Like
and
a
again,
blue ball animation.
yeah, it's absolutely the worst. Like I honestly at this point I'm gonna say I won nothing. But that's not true. Obviously, I did win market credit. But let's see. I'm how do I see that again? Care to guess how many market credits I have for baseball?
$250.
Yeah, I'm up there.
$466.
Holy, that's
Is
crazy.
absolutely insane. I don't really have any plans to use it actively. But on this, not to be too much of a downer, I want to think optimistically about this too. If we wanted to compete in the August chase, how like if I said, Jacob, here's $500, do you think you could build enough or get enough players for the month that you think you could win it?
Win it?
Yeah.
Here's let me just off rip. Here's how I would make a team to try and win
Whoa.
a chase right now. With
Ooh.
$500,
Yep.
I would buy Otani. I would buy
Okay.
Otani. I would bake. I would make a team around Otani, and
Smart.
you might even have enough of a backup. Do I have market credit or no?
Sure,
Okay.
sure.
If you don't have market credit, I mean, this player could change, but you'll definitely have enough of a backup for a Soto or for like a Gunnar Henderson, um, some sort of playoff player that will also be really, really good for a really long time that you can also use for the future. So that's what you do. I would say you get two star players and then build a team
Mm.
around that. And yeah, I do think I could build a team on paper that could win with $500.
Josh,
Now,
would you approach it that way too, or?
hmm?
Yes, I would, because it's kind of how I originally approached my limited champion lineup at the start of the season. That didn't quite work out because Mike Trout is, we all know what Mike Trout is doing right now, opening baseball cards, which
Oh,
teaser, a lot of teasers
Hey,
going on for the
that
second
oh,
was
half.
sick though.
I know it was a cool video if you haven't seen it, but yeah, I think that's a good strategy because there are enough, especially in limited cards that you can get for a good price that are going to be what you need in those lineups.
I think if I were to do it, I think I would try to get, especially during these mid game weeks, a stack of all players from the same team, or at least all 4 game players. If I had enough budget, I would definitely try to get, the star power like Jacob's describing. But I think my first priority would be to build the best team for that specific game week. So I'd look at who's playing the White Sox, who's playing the A's, who's playing the Rockies. And if those teams have 4 games, I might just load up on all that team, and then I would do that every single week. I don't know if $500 would actually be enough to do that, to build a new team each week without having to sell the other team and put that back in. But it definitely got me thinking of, could I actually win this chase if I really wanted to?
On paper, because
On paper.
theoretically, yes, but obviously you need a lot of things to go right
Sure.
to actually win it.
Would you rather have a Otani new season card or any player of your choice besides Otani old season card?
Otani new season card.
Really?
Yeah, I think
Really?
so.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, well, right. Or like, but I guess the question is like, do I want Otani or anyone else? I think yeah, that
Yes,
Otani's like the
but you
one
get
card
to
I
use
want.
his new season card, yeah?
Oh, of
Okay.
course, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
I'll have my candy and eat it too. Yeah.
You
Definitely.
wouldn't be like, give me a gunner from last year. Give me a
Well, I
gunner
mean,
rookie that I
are
can
you
use.
paying for it? So,
Anyone, it's if you won their Twitter giveaway
oh,
from like 2 years ago where they gave
oh.
away any player of your choice. Um, you could choose a new card, an old card. You would rather have who? A new
So
Otani than any other old card of your choice.
I'll think outside the box. Even I would wait and say, John, I want the 2025 Shohei Otani. I would
Oh,
wait. I would wait for a new season card at this point.
How about a 2022 Spencer Strider?
Oh, with the relief
oh,
eligibility.
Ooh.
That's a good one. That's a good
Ooh,
one.
forgot about that guy, didn't we? Haven't mentioned that name in a long time.
yeah, he's been
Ask his
hurt for so
elbow.
Freaking
long.
Tommy John, man.
Yeah, ask his elbow. That's
I
funny.
still think I'd get Otani because next year he's gonna be back pitching. That's just
Yeah,
unreal.
yeah, definitely. I agree. I agree. Well, what do you say we change gears here?
All
Now,
right. Okay. So hear me out. Would you rather have a Shohei Ohtani 2025 usable for the entire season new card, or a Shohei Ohtani IRL fungible made of paper rookie card.
Is it graded? I would still take the non-fungible.
You take
Really?
Sorare? You take Sorare?
It's
The
worth
Sorare
more.
card? Oh
How
wait,
about
actually, yeah.
autograph?
What is worth more?
Autograph?
A Shohei Ohtani rookie or a Sorare so rare Shohei
Say
Ohtani?
that.
That's a tongue
Say
twister.
that 5 times fast.
You do it.
I think in so rare. I think we get a Shohei rookie card, especially the non-graded ones, for like not that much.
Okay, let me change. Would you rather have an equivalent Shohei Ohtani rookie card in real life, or
Ooh.
a so rare card of Shohei, where you can use it to try and win some things?
Hmm,
Probably will with a Shohei in your lineup, but of
probably.
course it will cost you a fair penny. But you can always resell it too after winning things with it. Or would you rather have something in real life, has a much, much larger fan base behind it, and will always be liquid?
True. Or I don't know. Are Sora cards more liquid than real cards?
No.
Ooh.
I can answer
No?
that with 110% confidence. As
Well, I
someone
mean,
who sells both, my Sorare cards take a long time to sell.
I definitely will say rare and up. That's probably real. Real is probably more moving, but if you have a like a tier 2 limited, I think that you can sell that within the same day,
Yeah,
maybe a couple hours.
yeah.
Yeah. It's probably, like you said, for the lower tier or lower ranked cards, I guess. It's probably pretty similar.
Mm.
Yeah, like so if you pack, let's say you open up a physical pack and let's say it's a Jake Burger, maybe tier 2, tier 3 so rare card. How long would it actually take to sell him on eBay or a comparable listing platform?
You won't.
I was
Oh,
gonna say you probably won't.
If it
okay.
is if it is a base version of that card, it won't.
So then if
Um,
they're not liquid.
I would equate that to owning a common Jake Burger.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
Rare does not mint million, like the print run this year for in real life cards was in the millions. So Rare is not printing a million Jake
They
Burgers,
wish. They
Yeah.
wish.
hmm
That's
Nicola
true.
wishes.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's more
Um,
equivalent to
That's
like a
crazy.
numbered parallel.
look
Mm.
at NBA and those mints and how hard it became to sell cards in NBA for like pennies on the dollar of what you were originally paying for them too. That would be the same as like trying to sell a normal Jake Burger card. Now, that being said, if you have a Jake Burger rookie card, even though he's not the greatest player, he's a pretty average, and I hate to say this because I do own Jake Burger rookie cards because he's
Oh.
my guy. But like, let's be honest, he's not Aaron Judge, he's not Ohtani, and so on and so forth. You could still probably sell his base rookie cards for a little bit. I bet you could. To a hardcore White Sox or Marlins fan, I bet you would have no problem selling a Jake Burger rookie card too.
Would that be like 3 weeks? Like how long do you think it would
No,
take
like
to
a
sell?
week, like a week that it'll take you on eBay.
Andrew, I've done some
Joshua.
quick research
Here's
on
All
eBay.
right.
here's my guy. I have
Two
his
Jake two Jake Burger cards sold yesterday. Not even his rookie cards, just normal cards. They are parallels numbered to 99, but 2 of them sold yesterday.
Okay.
And 4 sold within the last week.
Okay.
Again, these are numbered cards, not rookie cards, not common cards, just
So
numbered
in
parallels.
the span, this is just limited. So one Jake Burger card sold today, but over the last, if I go to the last week, let's see, there have been, what is that? Basically about 10 Jake Burger cards sold over the week. And again, this is during the I wonder, do fungible cards also have a slow season during the off season? Like, are they more liquid now,
Yeah.
just like Sorare cards?
I would say so
They're the
for
most
sure.
liquid when they first come out. When that
Just like
Also
Sorare
that,
cards.
product first
also
comes
just
out.
like so rare cards. Yeah.
Yes,
Interesting.
exactly.
They're like the argument about holding certain cards of each versus like holding NFTs. That's what we're gonna get into. But
Ooh.
as for like the markets move very similarly.
Definitely.
When they're
Interesting.
first released, depending on the type of card you have, like the bigger names will hold value for longer.
I'm gonna go off the rip, considering that, like you said, I've collected both in my lifetime. I think I'm taking the So Rare Otani.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
to me, that's
Part
like buying like
See,
a
okay,
Gucci
but
belt,
then
but the rest of your outfit sucks. Like if you have Otani and Jake Berger in the same lineup, it's like you bought a Gucci belt, but you're wearing like you know pants from I don't even know, no brand. Like it's like you have to surround him
Kind of got to
with good
back them up
players.
too with a
Whereas
right,
picture.
if I got his real card, I don't have to have Freddie Freeman. I can just have Otani.
right. But so I guess the difference for me is like Otani and So Rare has usability to him. His function. Whereas his real card would just either A, you sell it, or B, it just sits on one of your shelves in your collection. And I don't personally like collect Otani cards. If you said a Jackson Churio card of the same value as an Otani on Sorare or a Churio on Sorare, I might pick the real card instead. But it's kind of the same idea with like your Sorare lineup. If you have to surround your Otani with good cards in Sorare, if it's not in part of your collection or part of what you want to collect, then same kind of idea. You're not surrounding it with the cards you want to collect.
Right.
Interesting. So the
What
player
would you
matters.
take? What would you take?
I would love to have a real life Shohei Otani rookie. Would love to. It actually kind of got me thinking. I probably should make a move.
Invest in
Um,
one now rather than
but
later.
comparing it to So Rare, like how when we talk supply of cards, obviously you said the base version of a Jake Burgers in the millions. For rookie cards, do they also mint about 1 million of them, or
Mm-hmm.
because it's special, do they hold back a little bit to make it more scarce?
I mean, the best way to compare it to So Rare, I mean, there's so many different sets nowadays. Like, pretend So Rare also minted like an entire set for the Rangers just for winning the World Series, and they minted an entire set for the Diamondbacks for making the World Series. Like, there's so many different sets in real life. There's so many different rookie cards produced. So just the base versions throughout, like we have Tops, then we have
Mm,
Tops Chrome, then we have all of the like bigger hit products like Museum and Dynasty and all that. And then there's also like fun, weirder, like one-off ones like Allen and Ginter. I could keep going. We could talk about fungibles all day long.
Yeah.
So the mints for these rookie cards are probably closer to like 10 million just for the base versions.
wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Yet they will still like the big names, the big names will still hold value. Like a base, let's look at eBay right and let's look up an Ellie De La Cruz Topps Chrome rookie card.
Okay, if I were to guess, I know nothing about this. Okay, his So Rare card, I don't even know. I'm gonna guess 40 for both. I bet you an Ellie is about $40.
Not for his you're thinking way
Do you
too
mean
high
this
for his
card
base
right here?
card. For his base card.
So there are about
Remember,
a million of
there's
those.
in yes.
Topps Chrome is a little less minted though than like one of
So his
the
So Rare card sells for
flagships.
$80. So I was
Yes.
half. I underestimated So Rare. Wow.
But
So
there is functionality to it too, which
so
adds
his
value.
Topps Chrome rookie card is selling for about $7 to $9 just for the base version.
Wow.
And that is Like it may sound like not that much compared to his so rare card, but for being a base version with having like
Oh
hundreds of
yeah,
thousands, if not millions, that's a lot.
Yeah.
right.
That's a lot. And then as you get the more scarcer down the line, like
Something numbered or
yeah.
an autograph.
hmm
So if
This one
something
there what's up?
when you're considering buying a physical card, like one of the cool things about Sorare is I know there's going to be this many limiteds of this player every year. If they do special editions like you were describing, those count towards a total. So there's not going to
Mhm.
be 1,000 Shohei Ohtani MVP cards and 1,000 Shohei Ohtani regular cards. It's 1,000 of everything, all inclusive. When you're looking at regular cards, does mint count not factor into that decision? Because for me as a so rare player, like that is one of the reasons why I like the game. And if I was thinking about getting more physical cards, that's something I would want to understand more before I would put money into it.
Mhm.
So like for me, and I think this probably holds true for a lot of collectors. First of all, there's two different ways to go. You either buy boxes, which is basically like playing the lottery, or you buy singles, which is actually buying the card you want, as opposed to trying to open hundreds of dollars of boxes to get it. Odds are it's not going to happen that way. So you can buy singles. Now, a lot of people will buy this base Ellie De La Cruz rookie. They'll look at the quality of it in the pictures, and then they'll send it off for grading. Now, if it gets a good grade, then it does have a pop number, and you can see exactly how many other Ellie De La Cruzes were graded that same grade as yours.
Oh,
So then you have an idea as to how many actually exist in the world. The other option would be to buy a parallel of your card. Then it's numbered. Then you know exactly how many of that exact card were printed. So those are two ways you can know the exact print run of that card. It's kind of like how you said with Sower, there's 1,000. So your
right.
59 out of 1,000 is that card. Same if you buy a green parallel Ellie De La Cruz that's numbered out of 99. It's that
I
card
was
because
just
there's
looking it up.
99
Just
other
looking
ones.
it up. Um 99 for Topps Chrome non-autographed.
It's probably a couple $100.
I can't find. Oh, here we go. Yeah. A best offer was accepted of $300. It was just under 300. So probably 250, let's say, for out of 99. Now, what is an LE rare selling for? Which is also meant to do 100 and so rare.
Ooh, let's see.
Ooh,
Rare. I
it's
have his limited
probably
price. He sells
probably
for
more.
$400.
Okay, that's
Okay,
that's
that's
pretty similar
very
actually.
similar. Yeah. A little bit more on so rare.
So for both of you guys, would you rather have the rare at Alley or would you rather have this rare fungible?
Well, here's the other aspect. There's
Okay.
the super long-term play, where
Ooh.
you could argue that super long-term, well, super long-term, everything's worth nothing. But
Oh,
super
that's
long-term,
morbid.
you never know where
That's deep.
fantasy baseball is going to go in terms of so rare. You don't know what your card is going to be worth. But even if Ellie has a 20-year career and so rare is around for the next 50 years, his card will not be usable after 20 years. But if he has that illustrious 20-year career, makes the Hall of Fame, or even doesn't make the Hall of Fame and has a really good career, that rookie card that you own from 20 years prior, which is now more scarce because just due to
Kids playing with it, ripping it,
like,
and
yeah,
Right.
exactly. Um,
dogs eating
People
it.
putting it in their safe and never wanting to sell it, it's gonna be pretty liquid still. Um, like for example, like a Prince Fielder rookie card.
Ooh, that's a
There
good
you
one.
go. He's not
Okay.
in the Hall of Fame, but you know.
Okay.
So I would say long term, that Ellie rookie card is kind of where you're really gonna love to look and hopefully keep it, hang on to it.
I
So let
would
me ask
take
you.
I
I would
think.
take the Ali fungible. I'm switching
Ooh,
up.
ooh.
Not as usable as Shohei Ohtani. Not as good as Shohei Ohtani.
So I would imagine that the fungible market also is similar to So Rare in that if a player has a breakout season, their price will likely go up. See that in So Rare. So Rare makes sense because the player, was previously maybe scoring 10 points and now they're up to 20 if they're a pitcher. Hitters, 5 to 10. That's super valuable because you can win more. Fungibles, I would assume they go up because there's a higher likelihood they'll be an all-star, they'll have a Hall of Fame career, all that fun stuff. And I think like a player like Tariq Skubal, kind of really burst onto the scene this year. Obviously, there's been a lot of breakout players, but I would imagine his fungible, if you'd have bought it back in February, March of this year, it would be considerably less than what he's selling for now. And same thing with his Sorare card. Like we've looked at that on last week's episode, where I think it was like a couple bucks, and then now it's $25. So for these kind of breakout players, do you guys try to get the physical cards or just the Sorare cards of them?
That's the
I
thing is
think-
where like it's got to be the rookie card.
Oh, it's
Or
okay. Okay.
It's got to be the rookie card, or it's got to be a very low numbered parallel.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Like,
Even
like for example, this year, other than the 2 MVPs that win, unless you have someone's rookie card, it's not going to be worth more than $1 or $2. Other than like the literal 2 MVPs.
Wow. Or Cy
The
Young,
only-
Cy Young, I'd assume maybe, or even then.
Pitchers, people
Pitchers
hate on pitchers
market,
when it comes to the
yeah.
collectibles market. Yeah.
pitcher's market's not good.
Same thing
Not
kind of with
as good.
Sorare. So pitchers
Like,
don't.
would
sell
you
for as
rather
much as
have
Sorare.
like the best goalie of all time?
Right?
In
Tebow.
No,
Sure. Sure. So would you rather have Matt Turner or Lionel Messi?
I mean, yeah, that's okay.
Right.
Yeah. I'd even take Ronaldo, or
Yeah.
I'd rather
Yeah, but it's when you get down to a certain level of player, obviously there's always going to be a rare card of that player that's going to be worth money. The 1 of 1s, the out of 5s, those kind of cards, the autographs, they're always going to hold some value. But when you're looking at somebody like Tariq Skubal, like his rookie cards never, he could pitch like this for the next 15 years and then get inducted into the Hall of Fame, win 3 Cy Youngs, whatever. His card will go up in value, but it will never reach the same values as somebody like an Ellie De La Cruz having the same career. So I think it once you get down to a certain level of player, whether it's in Sorare or not, there is always going to be a ceiling on their value and their potential value.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Diversify, buy both.
It's buy both.
Ooh,
Like
buy
us,
both.
buy both. Buy both. I
It's
mean,
the only option.
yeah. Well, there you go. For everyone listening who isn't already spent all their money on Sorare, diversify your investments. There you go.
Not
Or
financial advice. Well,
or financial advice, find someone who invests or is into fungible cards and also likes to give them away and invest in that. Buy it.
Should I buy
Garrett
this?
Cole,
yeah, dude.
rookie card, $50.
Hall
You
of
think-
Famer.
Do you think Cole's going to make the Hall of Fame?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I would assume so.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's a gem
So,
mint
This
out of 10.
So
or
how do I
PSA
know?
10.
Wait, this is out of. Oh yeah, it's that's the grade.
You can look
how-
up the pop report.
Okay, so
So if you,
I could
I
look-
believe it's just PSA pop report. And if you put in that exact card, it'll tell you how many they are.
how many of them there are? That's pretty
Yep.
cool.
PSA population report 2013. Garrett Cole.
Do you think they can grade my Sorare cards?
Ooh, that would be cool. Let's
And
see.
for those that are looking to get into, you guys, PSA is one that you guys trust.
PSA
as
is
a-
Yes. PSA is
evaluator.
the one you want now. Here's the guy you want for soccer.
Oh,
Have you ever heard of this guy?
he scored a good goal, I think, in the World Cup. No, in the Euros. I know who he is.
Are you
Lamine
flexing?
Yamal. I'm flexing my Lamine. Should I get him
Ooh,
graded?
okay. One more fungibles question. From a sport perspective, what is your favorite sport to collect from a fungibles perspective?
Ooh, that's tough. What's awesome about the fungible market is that the market that will always have the biggest attraction is vintage baseball.
Oh,
Yes, old timey baseball cards will always be the most expensive.
wow.
On average, you'll get Lukas in there, you'll get Jokic's in there. But look at Mickey Mantle, look at Honus Wagner, look at all of these guys that I can name off of. Nosh, you have a Mickey Mantle card, do you not?
Oh, he does not.
He
Ew.
does. It's not a rookie card. What year is it
Nine,
from?
1961.
1961.
And it's
5.5.
a
Wow.
5.5, yeah.
That's really good. So that card. Now we're thinking like Ellie De La Cruz 20 years down the line, if he makes it to the Hall of Fame. That's a Hall of Famer. That's one of the greatest baseball players of all time. Think about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
That will always be liquid. You can always get rid of that if you need to. Clearly, you bought that not to.
Right.
Yeah,
True.
but yeah. So
Here you go,
I don't
Andrew.
know.
Okay, here we go. So there,
243 PSA 10s.
wow. Okay, that's a very small, and but
It's
that
not that
is
many. Yeah,
of that specific
That
line
exact
of that.
card. Yep.
Okay. Could I
and
see?
you'll see that number drop too with anything minted before COVID.
Mm.
Because it
Oh,
really blew up and has been pretty like spicy since COVID. A lot of people got back into it. Same with
same thing with
Pokemon,
Sorare.
same with Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But let me.
definitely.
So as someone that follows the market, obviously Sorare cards have had a pretty crazy run. Unfortunately, the graph, if you looked on Sorare data of player values, it's going like this. How are the fungible market doing? Is it similar, or are they holding strong?
Similar.
It's
It really peaked like post-COVID.
so if you look at like yeah, post-COVID versus now, it's way, way down. But I would say this word is used very loosely in the investing world. It was corrected. No. People had nothing to do. They were willing to spend their money on anything and everything. They got their government stimmy checks. Uh, and instead of like buying your wants and needs,
Uh-oh.
instead of buying your needs, you bought your wants and you invested in
Yeah.
that Luca rookie card.
Oh yeah.
But unfortunately, that Luca rookie card is not worth what it was during COVID.
No.
But it's still worth way more than it was when it came out as a base pack in 2017 or whenever that was. Like, imagine you were into the hobby in 2017 and you were open. Oh, look, a Luka Doncic rookie card. Cool, that's fun. Maybe I'll put that one away. I have a bunch of Wembys like that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So is
Exactly.
there a site that's like the Sorare data for cards? Like if I wanted to see what the Luca sold for in 2017, 2021 now, like is there Sorare data has that for all Sorare cards. Is there something that exists from
Yes,
fungible?
it's called something point 180
Oh yeah,
pt.com.
180 point. Yeah. I'd say
What?
there's a lot of different websites. I mean, Cardboard Connection, Beckett has a lot of good information. Um, PSA Pop Report's always a good one.
That has the
eBay,
population. Does it have the
right?
price
That's
too?
just for PSA graded cards. It does not have the price, just the
Oh, darn.
population. But even on eBay, you can go back and look at what cards sold for.
Or 130 point. 130 point is what it's called, not 180 point.
30.
So let me just search. Let's search Luka Doncic. Um, this submit. All right.
Let's see it. Show your screen. Share your screen.
I don't know
Yeah, I want to see
how.
this.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Share screen. We're gonna go here. Can you see it?
Yep.
All
Luka
right.
Doncic rookie card PSA 10, $180 for just the base.
Wow.
I bet this card sold for like 600-700 in COVID.
Yeah, can I see that on the site? Is there a way? Like on Sorare Date, I can change the year.
Look at that. I don't know. All marketplace sales? Are we just gonna find out about it now?
So I want Sorare data, but for fungibles.
Yeah, what if you
Yeah,
do
there's
not?
websites out there for sure. There's websites out there for sure. Yeah.
Ooh, let us
So
know.
I'm not entirely sure how you go about it. Here's another rookie card right here, right on top.
Ooh, let's get it.
170.
Okay. It's not graded. You could grade it.
Yeah. All right.
I feel like I'm an expert, guys. I kind of want to go buy some fungibles now.
There you
Yeah. Well,
Do
next
it.
episode we can do packs maybe.
I'm gonna have to go buy a
Um,
pack. I might have to go buy a pack.
Oh yeah, go
Oh
buy
my
a
God.
box. Go buy a
How do I
box.
unshare? There we go.
Boomer.
All right, I might buy a box. Might buy.
A box. Should we all spend like $100 for the next
That's how
episode?
much they are.
No, you can go to
That's
Target
cheap.
and get like a $20 one, but you won't have the
100.
guaranteed like autographs or whatever.
Dude, if you want to open the new Panini Optic Select, whatever
Yeah.
football cards, it's like $1,000.
Oh yeah, so I will say, Andrew, you asked about this off camera, and I hinted at it earlier, but I'm sure someone out there in the chat knows of Castro, the streamer,
I know who Castro is.
FIFA streamer, and he started his own collectibles channel where he would open up cards, and then eventually started doing breaking, which is like opening up cards for other people.
Oh, I thought it
And
was like
now
a
has
ray gun.
like literally has people working for him and has a whole business. Yeah, he's a genius. He's a genius. But like I said, they also do giveaways. Why? They just have a good community. So shout them out. Honestly, Castro Collects on Twitch. Shout them out. It's a fun community to join. Mainly soccer cards, though. They do baseball every now and then, but it's a lot of soccer. There's plenty of good baseball guys out there too. But I got lucky and won a giveaway
What?
for a national pack. So the National Trading Card Show was like 2-3 weeks ago, maybe like a month ago at this point. And they have special designated packs that they only give out at this event. So like pretend Sorare had an IRL event and you got a special card for attending. And it had like a
SorareCon?
special designated.
That would
Yeah,
be sick. That'd be
exactly.
sick.
SorareCon?
John, you're
SorareCon?
listening.
SorareCon with John?
So I won the pack. And in the pack, right on top, was your boy,
Eric guy.
Hey.
Harry Kane.
guy.
Underneath him, Barcelona legend, Spain legend Gavi.
Yeah. God.
Banger underneath him.
Ooh,
Is that
Absolute
an
banger.
RC?
it's a
That is
big
Lamine
chase.
Yamal. I don't know why.
It is an RC, yes.
Here, I got to turn down my brightness. There we go.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Lamine. But last card in the pack. You ever heard of starting midfielder number 5 for this team called Real Madrid? Jude Bellingham.
Bruh.
Autograph? A Jude Bellingham autograph that I won for free?
Wow.
What?
Let's see. So it's a national.
What? It's a national pack that was only given out at this national convention where Castro picked up packs, gave away one to the chat that I won. In this pack that I won, could have had nothing, but it had a Jude Bellingham autograph. And even that, what's even crazier, it doesn't end there. Wait, there's more. It's serial numbered out of 20, and it's 5 out of 20. That 5 is just the number of the list it was in when it was printed, and that's his jersey number, which makes the card worth even a little bit more.
Just like Sorare. So if you want to, do you want to
Yep,
know? I was on
Jersey
your site,
Mint.
130 point. Guess how
Mhm.
much it sold for, or one of them sold for?
I want to say it was like $250, $300. I could be wrong.
$289.99.
Yep. And that's
And yours
not
is
the
a little bit
Jersey
more.
Mint.
Not the Jersey Mint.
So
Wow.
shout out again to Castro Collects. The second best card I own in my collection. I own, not to brag, but like with all of my
Brag, let's
Wemby,
do it.
all my Wemby rookie cards, Otani rookie cards. I don't have any Trout rookie cards. I should have, but we stopped collecting in 2011. We don't need to talk about that. First like I have all these dudes, and there's things and there's jerseys and there's autographs and stuff. But the best card I own in my collection is not a dude, it's a female. Caitlin Clark.
Bro. Did you
Bro.
pack that?
Also got okay, so here's the thing.
All right,
Here's
that's
some
story time.
inside lore here.
Story time.
I ordered, you can get these at Target. They're probably sold out now. I guarantee you they're sold out, in fact. You get a box of 24 Caitlin Clark cards for $30. It's pretty expensive. That's more than $1 per card.
Yeah,
Me said, nah, I'm gonna buy 30 of them. No, sorry, 20 of them for $600 plus shipping and open them all up. But of course, within these packs are chances, very, very, very small chances of getting like serially numbered cards, inserts, and autographs. And not only did I get an autograph, but I got the short print autograph version. That you can look it up, Caitlin Clark. It's the gold.
Is it the
vinyl
Curry
version.
record?
What was that?
Which version of it?
Gold vinyl.
Fine. I'm seeing one sold for 1,000, one sold for 2,000. These are different ones, but I think we're in the ballpark.
That is about what it sells for. So I will say, I didn't buy the case of cards to just do it. I did it as an investment. I knew I could sit down and like log into my eBay and take pictures and spend my time organizing sets and stuff. Just something to do in the meantime. Because my back is kind of messed up right now. So, very light on the body. No lifting required.
Your wrist, though.
We got
Gotta
lucky.
take care of that.
So I made my
true.
money back already. I haven't sold all the cards, and I still have the autograph.
That's pretty
Yeah.
sick.
Pretty good.
There
Pretty
you
good,
go.
huh?
Josh, what's your best
Not
card?
financial advice.
Definitely financial advice. I might do it.
It actually
right now.
could be, yeah.
Probably the Mickey Mantle card that I already showed off. It's definitely like the coolest card I have. It's probably not the most expensive card, but it is probably the coolest. My second coolest, it's right here, so I have.
Okay.
This was packed by my own hands when I was a child. My one of one Ichiro Suzuki
yeah.
sketch card.
Oh,
As you can see on the back, one of one. So this was
So
hand
sick.
drawn by
A guy.
Brian Kong. And it's the only one ever made right there. So
And it's not like a no name either. It's
right, it's Ichiro, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Legend.
I remember opening this and packing it like in an actual card shop. I think Jacob was there too.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's why I want to go back there.
I know it's the experience along with the card is cool. Again, I don't have like my collection isn't super valuable in terms of like monetary valuable, but I like to keep a lot of the cooler cards and Brewers, of course.
so I
Tell you
would
what,
describe myself-
right now, as we wrap up this episode, I'm gonna make a YouTube short of just something about the cards that we were showing off. And if it gets 10, no, is that too easy? 10 likes, 25 likes? Or just comment. Let us know. We
put it on
should
Twitter.
do
10
a
retweets.
fungible giveaway. I need to know if there's interest for it or not. Because it would also involve like sending us your address through DMs on Twitter, which some people might not be about.
Oh, I
don't
DM people my address all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. I DM people a lot of things all the time. Probably more sensitive than my address. What?
393. Oh, I should stop.
I was talking about pictures, but sure. Anyways, yeah. Should we do a fungible giveaway? Because we have
Absolutely.
the means to do that for sure. We could either do like a card or even like a box would be kind of fun too.
For sure.
Yeah.
I think wait, Andrew, what's your best card?
I was gonna say, so
we can't all just sit here and flex without you flexing too.
I know. You guys, I mean, I wasn't gonna steal the spotlight. But I got into card collecting. Well, I wasn't as into it as a kid. I did have Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I have Pokemon cards. Nothing like crazy there as far as what I'm aware. To be honest, I think I gave most of it away, which I'm kind of upset about. I know I had like a Zodia and a Blue Eyes White Dragon, which I think sell for a bit.
Same.
Yeah.
all those are gone. But again, that's why they're rare. That's why they're valuable today, because so many people had them as a kid. Not that many people held on to them.
Right.
But once I had my first adult job, I wanted to speculate. I couldn't afford any art, but I thought that sports cards would be a comparable investment that I could actually get my hands on. So I spent like $100 on a Luca graded rookie, PSA 9. But it's a red ice prism, which I think is a less
Ooh.
common.
Yeah.
And in the peak of COVID card collecting, it sold for over $2,000. I
Yeah.
did not sell it. I think today it's down to 500, but
Still.
at one point it was worth $2,000, just like a lot of my Sorare cards were. But I never sold those either. That's why we're sitting here.
At least you got rid of Kimmich when you did.
Oh, it's true.
Aw.
And Kroos,
And
Kroos.
Tony Cruz, yeah, me and you both jumped off the cruise
Yep.
ship. The cruise
Yeah,
ship.
that's my coolest card. I
Mm.
definitely want to get back, but I kind of find myself more in you're describing two collectors, one that goes and opens packs, one that looks for specific cards. I'm definitely in the specific card category, mostly out of ignorance of how packs work. So if I learned how packs, we can maybe we'll have to do a fungibles section.
Yeah, right.
We could do a road to collecting.
Oh,
Because it's
Road to
funny.
Glory, but
collection.
only using packs. But we have to. Yeah. Okay. okay.
But it's funny, as someone that doesn't know, I felt buying individual cards felt more safe to me than buying a pack, because I at
It
least
is.
understood what I was buying, versus a pack where I had literally no idea what
Right.
could be in there.
I think about it this way, in that buying packs or boxes is paying for an experience with the chance of like making your money or being a good investment at least, and holding on to cards like that. Whereas buying singles like that is purely off of investment, whether it's personal investment or financial investment. Like if you like a card just because you like the look of it
That's cool.
and you have the funds for it, then get it. Yeah.
Exactly.
Why not?
Yep.
So,
Right.
yeah.
There you go.
Well, that ended up being an hour-long discussion by accident. So I guess we'll have to
purpose.
save Plan A for Plan B for next Plan C, because otherwise Plan A won't become Plan B.
But options A and C are both true. That's also true.
Gosh.
So then
You
what
got
about
it.
Plan B?
That's actually not. That was also true,
Ooh.
but we actually answered the question
So
wrong.
D
because
was the
it
right answer.
Exactly. A, B, and C
Okay,
were
okay.
true. Yeah, I know.
Okay,
We
okay.
got it wrong.
I think option D is doing the pickle before we hop off.
I was gonna say we can't not have a pickle. We also talked a lot about sports cards and didn't mention many modern players in baseball other than Ellie. We mentioned Mickey Mantle. We mentioned Garrett Cole,
Yeah.
We could do Garrett Cole. Why not?
Jude Bellingham.
Garrett Cole. Ooh, could be Ellie. Nope.
All right,
no,
it's Ellie.
can't.
It's not USA.
Wow, that's
Everything was wrong besides USA. So we got a lefty from the
Lefty,
USA,
lefty.
not in the AL East.
So in the NL Central or the NL West. So obviously it is Freddie Freeman who throws righty.
Oh,
Never mind.
He's a righty.
It's
Does Yelly throw
obviously-
righty?
He does.
How about
What about
like
Belly?
a
How about Michael
Brian
Harris?
Hudson? Oh,
Ooh.
Could go Brian Hudson. We don't know what Brian Hudson bats, but
I'm
We'll find
guessing
out.
he's a lefty.
could be. It is the Central.
Okay.
Okay.
It's not a
It's-
reliever or a starter. Okay.
It's
that's
Rowdy
huge.
Tillett. No, he's from Mexico.
He might be from the USA and just plays for Mexico.
oops.
You
That
type
could
in
be-
Mexico.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's Rowdy Tellez.
yep.
Ah. Okay, so he's,
Okay, so he's
20,
younger. Not a first
26.
baseman.
Not the Pirates.
He's not on the Pirates.
Um,
Someone on the Cardinals.
is it Dansby? Oh wait, no, he's red.
No,
Dansby's
Dansby's too old.
Is TJ Friedel a lefty thrower?
I
Oh,
have no
Crow
idea.
Armstrong.
Or is he
Crow
too young?
Armstrong.
He's too young. He's too
He's
young.
too
for sure.
young.
Oh,
What
too young.
about?
Type in Friedel.
Is it? Yeah. Lefty, lefty.
29. He's 29. He's
Well, let's
29.
see if
What
he's the red. Let's see
about-
if
See if
he's
he's
a
a
red.
red. See if he's a red. Could also be.
He is a
Oh,
red.
He's a
okay.
red.
Okay.
Okay, that helps us.
And he's
Holy
a
Oh,
center
and a
fielder.
center fielder? Sorry, what?
Who is there? Who else is their center fielder?
Spencer Steer? No.
No.
Encarnacion Strand?
No. What?
Um,
Are we crazy? Are we dumb?
They
who
have
else
two?
plays in their outfield?
We're struggling on the pickle? Oh no.
We nailed the starter.
We got everything except the age.
We do, and that's
Um,
throwing me.
They're 26.
And it's
they're
not Jake
young.
Fraley either.
No,
Ty
this is
France newly
29.
acquired.
It's not Steer because Steer's a righty.
Joey Weimer? He's a righty.
Joey? Oh, it's probably someone that did they trade? It's probably someone that they traded or like got in a trade.
Renhefo?
They didn't get Rengifo, did they? Yeah, he's still
Not Candelario? That's what I meant.
Jamer.
He's a switch hitter.
Man,
Who the heck else is in their outfield? This is bad. This is bad.
well, the Reds are starting play in 1 hour against the Toronto Blue Jays. I
Ooh,
might
the
start
Blue
reading
Jays.
some names to you guys. Here we go. Lots of dual eligibility. But we
Don't,
have TJ Fradel playing in center field. I don't officially, there's no other center fielder listed.
That's what I'm
on-
saying.
Does this guy exist?
Is it Ellie De La Cruz? Joey Votto?
I might have to go to
From
Sorare.
Canada.
Even going on Google Players, it is not. We have to play detective with this one.
This is a crazy.
This is a deep cut.
Is it Austin Slater? Did you know that he was on the Reds? Oh,
He's
no,
a righty.
He's not on the Reds.
He's not on the Reds.
Traded.
What are you talking about?
So
According
officially
to Google, he's on the Reds.
on Sorare data, the only center fielder. Well, so they have a 23-year-old guy that's listed at center field, but that doesn't make sense. The only center fielder is TJ Fradel. Everyone else is not officially listed as a center fielder.
It's Will Benson. Did you know that Will Benson was on the Reds?
I did. And he's definitely not their center fielder.
Yeah, this is
Maybe he is. I don't know. We messed up.
He was not their
up.
starting center fielder.
What's Will Benson listed at on Solar?
I bet his card sells for $1.
Will.
Yep.
Oh, 78 cents.
78
Let's see. Does he
cents.
play at all?
He
Yeah,
does.
some.
What did he play? Did he play center field?
Probably came in and like pinch hit.
That's true.
He got
Interesting.
-1. Yep, he just came in and struck out. That's awesome.
All right. We've been
All
been
right.
on this too much. We've been on this episode too long.
That's a bad pickle.
That's a bad pickle. That was a bad pickle.
That's a rancid pickle.
Yeah. I was trying to think of a bad pickle flavor. Butter pickle. That was a butter pickle.
Would honey? pickle be
Anyways, I don't know, maybe. There you have it.
Hey,
Yeah.
there you have it.
There you have it. Let us know what you guys collect. Do you collect Sorare cards and regular
Podiums?
cards? Do you collect Pokemon cards? Let us know. But like Jacob said, we might be doing a fungible segment, a giveaway maybe in the future. So let us know if you're interested in that, and we can put that together. But yeah, don't forget to check us out on all our other social medias. Go subscribe to the YouTube. leave a rating wherever you are listening to the podcast. And as always, until next week, you just attended batting practice. Now you're ready to get in the game. Peace.
Peace.